another system. All right, Chris, thank you. On this Wellness Wednesday, we're going to tackle the top 4 reasons why couples fight and how to fix it. Therapist Juliana Liddon of Connect with Juliana joins me now. All right. The biggest thing I feel like, and I don't know if it's still, a top reason why people divorce, money.
Oh, it's so big.
Yes.
It is so big. Here's the thing. With money, a lot of times, if you go back to your childhood, many people have all of this baggage with money.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's like, oh, I like to hoard my money.
Right.
Or maybe it's like, oh, no, we just are going to spend whatever we want. Or
I remember my parents fighting about it.
Yes.
Sometimes me and my husband.
Yes. Or it's like lack or whatever it is. And I tell people if they are in a committed relationship, they need to have transparency. It is the best way to do with it. We want to deal with it. You want to take money off the table. So figure it out. Even if you have separate money, if you're commingling it all, look at how you want to separate it. What are you going to pay for? Are you going to pay
Divvy
for this?
it up.
That's right. And just get it off the table because I'm telling you, so many fights are over money.
Yeah, and you say agree on a spending threshold. That's
Yes. So you've got to figure out, what do each of you make?
Yeah.
What makes sense? I'm going to make the mortgage payment. Okay, I can't afford that, so I'm going to do these 3 things.
Right.
Set it up. Talk about it, but it's funny. People don't always want to talk about money.
No,
they keep
it's
secrets.
Yes,
yeah. They just kind of keep it over here and don't always
Right.
share.
Or
Yeah.
just have separate accounts. That's
Yeah,
what we
there
do.
you go. Yeah.
Anyways, not giving any advice or anything.
We
but
do that too.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, next up. This is a biggie. Guilty of it too. Poor communication.
Yeah. I spend every day, all day with my clients working on this. And you want to know a tip here or something that's interesting.
Yeah.
Every couple, no matter what, ends up saying, I'm not heard. He or she doesn't get me. I'm not heard. So the tip here is active listening.
Okay.
This isn't just listening. This is where you listen to understand. So you hear what the person is saying and then you say back, I'm hearing you say this.
You reiterate it.
You really do it. And you say, I'm hearing you say that that's hurtful when this happens. And then the person's like, yes, it is.
Right. That's
It's
so
hurtful.
true.
So practice it. The art of listening is kind of lost.
Oh, absolutely. It's like,
yeah.
what? Huh?
Right.
I tell my husband, if I'm not looking at you,
I know.
I'm not looking at you. I'm not listening to you.
I do that to my husband. Hey!
All right. But I love what you say, set daily check-ins. I'm actually trying to work on that. Like, okay, the kids, they're down to sleep.
right.
Like, can we just talk about the day because it has flown by and there's this and this and this we need to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe even like before you go to bed or you're sitting down to, watch a show. Before you do that, it's a pulse. You're just getting a pulse for what's going on. How was your day? What are you frustrated about? I could tell that you were upset. Let's share a little bit.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just care enough to check in.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that leads to date night, but that's
There
a
you
separate
go.
segment. Yes.
That's
okay.
right.
This next one is big. Family and in-laws. So much
Oh boy.
disagreement and fighting over
Yes.
this. Yeah.
Now this also goes back a lot of times to your childhood. So what I see a lot is sometimes if the families aren't good at boundaries, the other part of the partner wants to create a boundary with the in-laws.
Oh, yeah.
And then say your husband says, well, I mean, what do you mean? It doesn't have to be quite like that.
Yeah.
You got to talk about it. You've got to make an arrangement as to why the boundary is important and put it into place. But here's where I give you the solution.
Okay.
Make sure that your partner has your back when you go over there. Because if they come from a family, loosey-goosey boundaries, what happens is if there's a problem, then all of a sudden they don't have your back and they're kind of moving over and the family's corralling over here.
And you're on an island.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, so-
And it's Survivor. It turns into an episode of Survivor.
It does.
Wow.
So you got my back before we go in.
Yeah,
Do
no
the,
kidding. United front. Exactly.
right, that's
Okay,
right.
I got you, you got me.
Yeah.
Next one, responsibilities. This can be,
Again,
yeah,
these are
thought
all
about it.
a conversation away from connecting and make it work. So figure that out. What are your, I cook, he cleans, whatever the things are. You vacuum, I do the laundry. Have it down. But here again is the solution. So if one of you comes home, you've had a horrible day, you're tired, and your particular things that you're responsible for, you didn't do,
Right.
hey, could you pick up the slack and you could do it for her or for him?
Yes.
And that kind of gratitude of thank you so much. Because sometimes it's like, oh no, well, I did my stuff this morning.
Yeah.
You know?
And here,
Yeah.
take it. Yeah.
Sorry, you got to get it done.
It's like, read me, I've had a tough day.
That's
And then
right.
the next time you know, it's your turn
It's
to
a
pick
give
up
and
double.
take. Right.
Yeah.
So
So true.
they're simple things, but we don't always think of them. And when we tweak them a bit and have the conversation, you're on your way.
Great advice. Thank you, as always. We
Yes.
go on and on. Okay, but still to come, a live look at Valley traffic as